Another day, another story. Dear Lily, I hope this letter finds you well. I wanted to share something with you that has been haunting me for the past few weeks. It started as a faint whisper, barely audible, but it has grown louder and more menacing with each passing night. Every evening, as I lay in bed, the whispers begin. They slither through the cracks in my bedroom walls, a chilling symphony of eerie voices. They speak in hushed tones, their words barely discernible, but their intent unmistakable. They know my fears, my weaknesses, and they exploit them mercilessly. But it's not just the whispers that terrify me. I have discovered chilling imprints on my bedroom walls, as if unseen hands have left their mark. They are cold to the touch, sending shivers down my spine. I try to scrub them away, but they keep reappearing, a constant reminder of the darkness that surrounds me. And then there are the shadows. They dance and flicker, taking on a life of their own. They twist and contort, their movements unnatural and unsettling. I watch them from the safety of my bed, unable to tear my eyes away, as they mock me with their ethereal presence. Lily, I am scared. I feel trapped in my own home, a prisoner to these malevolent forces. I don't know what to do or who to turn to. I hope you can offer some guidance or solace. I fear that if I don't find help soon, I may lose myself to the darkness that looms over me. Please write back soon. Lily. Your friendship and support mean the world to me. Yours sincerely, Emily. Diary entry by Mr. Jenkins. October 10th. The whispers, they haunt me day and night. They echo through the corridors of my mind, a constant reminder of my own mortality. They remind me of my late wife's voice, her gentle whispers of love and comfort. But these whispers, they are different. They are filled with malice and a chilling sense of foreboding. I have become increasingly paranoid, unable to escape the feeling that the whispers are a sign of my impending death. They follow me wherever I go, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. I see their influence in the flickering candlelight, the creaking floorboards, and the howling wind. The imprints on my walls only serve to deepen my fear. They appear in the dead of night, as if invisible hands are reaching out to touch me. I can feel their icy touch, sending a shiver down my spine. I try to ignore them, to convince myself that they are nothing more than a figment of my imagination, but deep down, I know the truth. I have always been a meek and vulnerable man, but these whispers, these shadows, they have stripped away what little strength I had left. I am a shell of my former self, consumed by fear and haunted by the darkness that surrounds me. I don't know how much longer I can bear this torment. The whispers grow louder, their voices more insistent. I fear that soon, they will consume me entirely, leaving behind only a chilling silence. October 12th. In the quiet town of Meadowbrook, a series of unexplained phenomena has left residents on edge. Strange whispers have been reported echoing through the streets, leaving many feeling unsettled and afraid. Some have even claimed to see shadows moving on their own, defying the laws of nature. Sarah Johnson, a single mother and longtime resident of Meadowbrook, spoke to us about her concerns for the safety of her young daughter. "I hear the whispers at night," she said, her voice trembling. "They're getting louder, more menacing. And my daughter, she's been having nightmares, talking to unseen entities. I fear for her well-being." In an effort to address these concerns, Dr. Carter, a renowned psychiatrist specializing in trauma and supernatural phenomena, has been contacted by several residents. Dr. Carter plans to visit Meadowbrook and investigate the situation further. "I believe there is more to these whispers and shadows than meets the eye," Dr. Carter stated. "I am committed to helping the vulnerable residents of Meadowbrook and uncovering the truth behind these disturbing occurrences." As the town of Meadowbrook grapples with these inexplicable events, the meek and vulnerable find themselves at the mercy of malevolent forces. Will they be able to confront their deepest fears and unravel the mysteries that shroud their once peaceful town? Only time will tell. The night air was thick with an eerie silence as Emily sat alone in her dimly lit bedroom. The moon's pale glow seeped through the curtains, casting long, twisted shadows on the walls. The whispers had grown louder, more insistent, invading her thoughts like a swarm of malevolent insects. She clutched her pen tightly, the ink staining the paper as she poured her fears onto the page. "Dearest Lily, I don't know how much longer I can bear this torment. The whispers, Lily, they're driving me to the edge of madness. Every night, as I lay in bed, they slither into my ears, their words dripping with malice. They tell me things, Lily, things I would never even think of. They want me to do terrible things, to hurt myself and others. I'm scared, Lily, scared of what I might become. But it's not just the whispers, Lily. There's something else, something far more sinister. I've noticed strange imprints on my bedroom walls, as if invisible hands are reaching out to touch me. The marks are cold to the touch, sending shivers down my spine. And the shadows, Lily, they move on their own. I see them out of the corner of my eye, lurking in the corners of the room. They dance and twist, mocking me with their grotesque forms. I don't know what to do, Lily. I'm trapped in my own home, a prisoner to these malevolent forces. I can't sleep, I can't eat, and I can't escape. Please, Lily, please help me. I don't want to be consumed by this darkness." As Emily sealed the letter in an envelope, she felt a momentary relief, as if a weight had been lifted off her shoulders. She knew that Lily would understand, that she would be there for her. But deep down, Emily couldn't shake the feeling that the whispers were growing stronger, their grip on her sanity tightening with each passing day. In another part of Meadowbrook, Mr. Jenkins sat alone in his dimly lit study, surrounded by stacks of dusty books and faded photographs. His trembling hands clutched a worn diary, its pages filled with his increasingly erratic thoughts and fears. He had become consumed by the whispers, their haunting echoes reminding him of his late wife's voice. "My dearest Margaret." The whispers, Margaret, they won't leave me alone. They follow me wherever I go, their words like venomous snakes slithering through my mind. They tell me that my time is running out, that death is lurking just around the corner. I can't escape them, Margaret, no matter how hard I try. The shadows, too, have grown bolder. They creep along the walls, their elongated forms mocking me in the darkness. I see them in my dreams, Margaret, their twisted shapes reaching out to drag me into the abyss. I fear that they are the harbingers of my own demise. I miss you, Margaret. Your presence was my solace, my anchor in this cruel world. But now, I am adrift, lost in a sea of whispers and shadows. I long for the peace that death promises, but I am too afraid to embrace it. I am trapped, Margaret, trapped in this nightmare. Forever yours. Mr. Jenkins. As Mr. Jenkins closed the diary, tears welled up in his eyes. He knew that he was losing himself, that the darkness was slowly consuming him. But he couldn't bear the thought of leaving this world without finding a way to silence the whispers and banish the shadows once and for all. Meanwhile, Sarah sat at her kitchen table, her hands trembling as she read the newspaper article detailing the strange occurrences in Meadowbrook. Her heart ached for her young daughter, Emma, who had been experiencing nightmares and talking to unseen entities. Sarah knew that she had to protect her daughter from the darkness that loomed over the town. With a determined resolve, Sarah picked up the phone and dialed Dr. Carter's number. She had heard of his expertise in trauma and the supernatural, and she hoped that he could offer some guidance in this nightmare she found herself in. Dr. Carter listened attentively as Sarah poured out her fears and concerns, assuring her that he would do everything in his power to help. Dr. Carter arrived in Meadowbrook a few days later, his mind filled with curiosity and a burning desire to uncover the truth. As he interviewed the residents, he discovered that the whispers and other supernatural events had been escalating in intensity. He learned about Emily's struggles, Mr. Jenkins' descent into madness, and Sarah's desperate attempts to protect her daughter. The psychiatrist couldn't ignore the growing sense of unease that settled upon him as he delved deeper into the town's history. He uncovered tales of an ancient burial ground upon which Meadowbrook had been built, and the whispers and shadows were nothing more than vengeful spirits seeking retribution. Dr. Carter knew that he had to find a way to appease these spirits and free the town from their torment. As the shadows lengthened and the whispers grew louder, the meek and vulnerable residents of Meadowbrook found themselves teetering on the edge of despair. But little did they know that their journey into the heart of darkness was only just beginning. Emily, driven to the brink of madness by the relentless whispers, made a decision that would change her life forever. Armed with a journal filled with research and advice from Dr. Carter, she ventured into the dense forest that surrounded Meadowbrook. The moon hung high in the sky, casting an eerie glow on the twisted branches that reached out like skeletal fingers. As Emily delved deeper into the woods, the air grew heavy with an oppressive silence. The whispers seemed to follow her, their voices echoing through the trees, taunting her with their malevolent words. But Emily pressed on, her determination fueled by a newfound strength she didn't know she possessed. Suddenly, the forest came alive with movement. Shadows danced and twisted, their forms shifting and contorting in the moonlight. Emily's heart raced as she realized that she was not alone. The spirits, the source of the whispers, had come to confront her, With each step, the whispers grew louder, their words a cacophony of fear and despair. Emily could feel their icy breath on her neck, their presence suffocating her. But she refused to back down. She had come too far to let the darkness consume her. As the spirits materialized before her, their ethereal forms flickering in and out of existence, Emily felt a surge of courage. She opened the journal, its pages filled with ancient symbols and incantations. With a trembling hand, she began to recite the words, her voice steady despite the fear that threatened to overwhelm her. The spirits recoiled at the sound of the incantation, their forms wavered, as if weakened by Emily's defiance. She pressed on, her voice growing stronger with each word. The whispers turned into anguished cries, their power diminishing with every syllable. And then, in a blinding flash of light, the spirits vanished. The forest was once again shrouded in silence, the only sound the pounding of Emily's heart. She had triumphed over the darkness, banishing the spirits that had plagued Meadowbrook for far too long. But as Emily made her way back to town, a sense of unease settled upon her. She knew that her battle was not yet over. The shadows still lurked, waiting for their chance to strike. And she couldn't shake the feeling that there was something more sinister, something far more powerful, lurking in the depths of Meadowbrook. Meanwhile, Mr. Jenkins had succumbed to the darkness that had consumed him. His diary entries had become increasingly incoherent, filled with despair and a sense of impending doom. The shadows had finally claimed him, leaving behind only a chilling silence. Sarah, determined to protect her daughter from the same fate, joined forces with Dr. Carter. Together, they delved deeper into the town's history, uncovering an ancient ritual that held the key to banishing the spirits once and for all. The ritual required the combined strength and belief of the town's residents, a collective act of defiance against the darkness. With the help of Dr. Carter, Sarah rallied the remaining vulnerable inhabitants of Meadowbrook. They gathered in the heart of town, their faces etched with determination. The whispers and shadows intensified, their presence a constant reminder of the darkness that loomed over them. But the townspeople refused to be overcome. As the ritual began, the air crackled with energy. The residents chanted ancient words, their voices blending into a powerful symphony of hope and defiance. The whispers and shadows writhed and twisted, their power waning with each passing moment. And then, in a blinding burst of light, the darkness was banished. The town of Meadowbrook was bathed in a warm, golden glow, as if the sun had finally broken through the clouds. The vulnerable residents, once meek and powerless, emerged as heroes, forever changed by their harrowing journey. The whispers in the shadows may have been silenced, but their impact on the town and its inhabitants would never be forgotten. The newspaper clippings and letters that followed documented the aftermath of the battle against the spirits, a testament to the resilience and strength of the meek. Meadowbrook, once a town plagued by darkness, had been transformed into a beacon of hope. The vulnerable had found their voice, their strength, and their ability to overcome the darkest of horrors. And as the residents rebuilt their lives, they carried with them the knowledge that even the meek have the power to confront and conquer the shadows that lurk in the corners of their existence. Thanks for watching.